Hello, my friend. Intimacy is not just about sex. You can have sex and you're not intimate, and you can be intimate and you're not sexual. In this video, I will share with you why intimacy is so important to your marriage and why you need to nurture and cultivate it in order for your marriage to grow and flourish. Let's have this conversation. Hello, welcome back to our channel. I am Dorian, and this is Not Easily Broken. Now, the desire for intimacy in a relationship cannot be ignored at all. Intimacy, it is an art. It is not something that just happened. It must be learned, it must be cultivated, it must be nurtured, and must be practiced carefully if it is going to flourish and grow. The word intimacy derived from the Latin word intimus, meaning inner or inmost. To be intimate with your spouse is to have access and to comprehend his or her inmost character. In most Romance languages, the word for intimate refers to the interior and inmost qualities of a person. In other words, intimacy means into me see. Into me see. It means you take the time and interest to explore, navigate, and learn more about your spouse on so many different levels. Now, this goes beyond sexual intimacy. In a modern day society, it defines sex as intimacy, and it is not. You can, as I said, be intimate and not sexual, or you can have sex and not experience intimacy. However, when you learn to bridge the gap between the two, when you learn to engraft sex and intimacy, it will take your relationship to the next level. You will reach a new level of rhythm and frequency demonstrated through your physical, the emotional, the spiritual, and the sexual connection that you will experience together. And my friend, if this video is adding some value to you, then do us a favor and please hit that like button. It is the best way that you can help us to grow this channel. Most men get confused between sex and intimacy. And that is because of how sex is displayed or portrayed in the media or through porn. It distorts the true meaning and the true essence of both. Sex becomes the driving force in defining love, and it is not. I have been married to my wife for 29 years. And there were times when my wife and I, we're chilling, watching television, having meaningful conversations. And she's rubbing my bald head. She's playing with my beard. She's laying on my chest. She'd lean in and she would kiss me, or I would lean in and kiss her. And there are times when I want to take it to the bedroom and she's like, time out. What are you trying to do? This ain't got nothing to do with sex. What are you doing? Why are you trying to take me upstairs? As a matter of fact, if the kids are not home, I want to do it right there, right then. I'm just going to be real about it. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I'm ready to get naked. And it ain't got nothing to do with that. In my mind, I'm thinking that her action is initiating and communicating to me that she desires sex. No, it has nothing to do with it. That is not the case. It is an intimate bond that she is creating and sharing with me. It allows her to connect with me. It allows her to feel safe, secure, valued, and it also allows her to feel vulnerable. But in my mind, I'm thinking it's supposed to go the other way. I'm thinking that it's supposed to lead to sex. And most of us men are guilty of that. There are times when I speak to wives and they're telling me that sometimes they just want to have a good time without it leading into sex. They just want to cuddle and go to sleep, especially if you get some good sex the night before. I mean, sometimes we act so thirsty like we didn't get nothing at all. And the truth is, for a woman, it's not always like that. Listen, man, my wife asked me to give her a massage. And the moment I start to massage her, I want to take care of something else. I'm just telling you how sometimes we think as men. And we got to be mindful. Hey, listen, in moments like that, sometimes you just got to practice self-control, man. You got to be disciplined. It does not have to lead to that, if you know what I'm saying. Intimacy and sex are not the same. If sex is intimacy, why do so many couples feel that even when they have active physical relationship, they are still missing intimacy? Why do they feel like that? Because the truth be told, to experience true intimacy with your spouse, they have to show love and affection to you. You have to be willing to lean into the relationship. You have to love. You have to have strong love. And I'm talking about real, genuine love outside of the bedroom. You have to be committed to the relationship. You have to be mature. You have to show interest in your spouse. You have to lean into each other. You must be willing to lose yourself in the service of your spouse, serving them. And while you're serving them, that's where you create love. That's where you feel love. That's where you desire love. That's where you desire to protect them. That's where you desire to nurture them. That's where you desire to add value to them. That's where you desire to give. That's where you desire to protect. That's where you desire to serve. It's all in the act of service. You also need to have great friendship in order for you to have great intimacy. You must also be capable of managing yourself while you're sharing your life with another person. You have to be passionate about serving. I cannot say that enough. You've got to be passionate about serving. True intimacy is about being open and vulnerable. Vulnerability and intimacy, they live together. They share the same house. They live in the same room. It is impossible to have one without the other as we are talking about intimacy. You know what? Let me explain it a little bit differently. Vulnerability comes from the Latin word vulnus. That word means open wound or open scar. An open wound can get infected if it's not taken care of. So when you are vulnerable, it puts you in a position where you can get hurt. When your spouse can create a space and create a place where you are respected and you feel honored, it is in an environment like this that you feel vulnerable. And that's when you experience real intimacy. You are free to be yourself. It makes you feel desired. It makes you feel connected to your spouse on a deeper level that you've never experienced or connect with anyone else. We all crave intimacy as human beings. It is one of the basic needs that we have as human. After we are clothed, after we have shelter, after we have food, we want to feel loved and appreciated. We crave intimacy because without it, we don't feel complete. Intimacy is not about sex. It is about connecting. It is about bonding. It is about fusing. It is about coming together as one to build something special. You know, I tell folks all the time that when you're serious about love, you're serious about working, you're serious about building, you're serious about giving it your all. You're serious about waking up every day with the intention of giving your best to each other. That's what it's about. That's what couples crave. That's what we desire. We want to feel love and appreciated. There's no better way to do it than to show love and affection and intimacy to your spouse. Well, my friend, that's it for this video. And I also have another video that I would like you to watch that's going to teach you exactly how to create love. That's a very powerful video. All right, guys. And so listen, if this video adds some value to you, do us a favor and like and share. Please subscribe to our channel. May God continue to bless you. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one.